Hey everybody, everybody watching this. I hope you're having an amazing day. We are here another day. All praise to the Most High. Abba Yahuwah. Shalom to everybody. I am here waiting to go into work to clock in, but I don't go in until 10 and it's 9:52. I already started eating before me recording. I wanted to say a story time. I feel like what happened like a couple days ago. So I was in Mexico, right? Because my husband lives there. He got deported from ICE immigration like 7 years ago, almost 8, I believe. Okay, we were in Mexico, and there's a Little Caesars there, and we were there in our car. I was sitting in the front seat, and he was driving, and my kids were in the back. And there's always people outside with their kids, vendors like trying to sell like cakes, pan dulce, mazapan. They're like Mexican candies. And then, there's this mom that opens the door from Little Caesars and sells stuff. I understand she's trying to make money. That's really understandable. I put myself in people's shoes all the time. I don't just say, oh, that's rude for you selling stuff. And and I understand when people go there, they go to buy pizza, not food or anything. But I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to, because it's a struggle for everybody. But I see what their thing is, because they know people are trying to buy pizza. And they say, well, how are you going to buy the pizza? Well, can you buy something for me? So I was sitting down waiting for the pizza, and my husband was here, and we were just going to get the pizza and go. Or sometimes we eat inside the car. And then this kid, he was about like my son's age, probably a little older. He was probably like 7. He's like, ¿me compras un pastel? Ándale. He was like, can you buy a cake for me? Come on, can you buy a cake for me? And I was like, no, pero gracias, pero ojalá que alguien te lo compra. And I just hope that I told him, I hope that you sell all your cakes, in Spanish. And then he kept saying, ándale, cómprame. He was like, ¿cómo vas a comprar la pizza? Y I feel bad. He was so young and little. I understand, okay? Okay. So he said, well, how are you going to buy the pizza? He said it in Spanish. And then I was like, me and my husband were like, it's because we came here to buy pizza, not to buy sweets. And I was like, I don't really eat sweets, to be honest, but I hope somebody buys it from you. The cake did look good, but I didn't want to buy cake. And how you keep forcing me to try to buy something I don't want, when I know that I don't really eat sweets. And plus, I was a pre-diabetic twice, and I'm trying to eat well and not consume that kind of stuff, And then he was like, okay, my husband was like, he's like, ¿crees en el Creador? Do you believe in the Most High? He was like, no. Yo rezo al diablo. He says, I pray to the devil. And I was like, he was like 7. His name was Christian. Because I asked him, ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Cristian. Y luego dijo, el diablo, yo le rezo al diablo, y el diablo siempre me dice que quiere que yo le mate a mi hermano. That the devil always tells him to kill his brother. The devil told him to kill his brother, that he always sees him in his dreams, and that he tells him personally, kill your brother. And I was like, why is he telling you that? And he's like, porque el diablo I was like, why is the devil telling you to kill your brother? And he's like, porque el diablo me dijo, si tú me amas, tú mátale a tu hermano. In English, he said, if you believe in me and you love me, you need to kill your brother. And I was like, what the heck? My eyes just went like this. A man is spiritual warfare in here. It's never happened. Well, a lot of things have been happening like this. Like a lot of negative things, people. This had to happen, I think. And then I was like, well, have you told your mom this? Ya les dicho a tu mamá? I told him. Ya le dijiste a tu mamá? Have you told your mom? And then he was like, no. And I was like, ¿y por qué no? No sé. He don't want to tell his mom. And his mom was right there on the door, opening the doors from Little Caesars, you know, selling, I think they were selling like mazapanes, like these little candies, they're Mexican candies, and cakes. I always see her there and her kids right there. My husband was explaining to him who our creator is. And his name and everything. And he was listening. And I was like, when you see him, when you see cuando miras al diablo otra vez, dile que se vaya a la al infierno. We were talking to him for a really long time. My husband was explaining to him who he was, who Yahuwah was, and that's his real name. That you need to pray to him and ask him to protect you. And as soon as I saw that kid and everything happened, I started praying over the kid. Because it's so sad how the enemy, Satan, could attack and attach himself to children, innocent children. It's so sad that this is happening, but this is true. Y mi esposo le dijo, cuando miras al diablo, tú dile, cuando todos se van y nuestro Padre Yahuwah nos lleva, o el día que Él, cuando todo se acaba, dile a Él a dónde se va a ir. Él se va a quedar en el infierno. And that's where he wants everybody to go. He told the kid, when you see him, let him know. When everything is gone, when Yahuwah, the Most High, takes us, or whenever everything ends, this world ends, or whenever anything happens, tell him, where is he going? He's staying where he's at. And that's where he wants everybody to go with him. That's why he's messing with all these souls, innocent souls and stuff. Sorry, I have to go, but I hope I explained everything right. I pull out for everybody. Have a wonderful day. Stay prayed up and protect yourself and your kids. Shalom, Mishpacha.